For a while now, I have been on a warpath with this male deity in the Bible, having realized, when you read the stories there, what a brutal projection of early man's understanding of ethics and morals into this deity was, and how this deity and the worship of this deity has completely brought our world into imbalance. So God have been leaving comments under so many videos where people, wait for God to show up, this masculine deity, where they rant and rave about it. I've just come across a woman called Anne Baring. Sorry, I had to just go over there again. Who is an absolutely fantastic person explaining the fall of the goddess in the first temple, where the priesthood decided to blame the female for, just about every bad thing in this world, right? Yet here we are, we have created a world of war, of slavery, of suppression, of hierarchies, following this male deity everywhere. And I hear a lot of spiritual people saying, well, I can't do anything about this. I can't change the world. I can only have influence on my little personal sphere. I've just heard a woman who has quite a lot of subscribers and gets quite a lot of views saying the same thing, and I'm saying to her in a comment underneath, but here you are talking. So I think we can all change the world. Every one of us who's heard the call. The exploitation of nature is absolutely ridiculous. I've come across what these data centers do to the environment, the heating up of the environment around it, the fact that the incredible pollution through the turbines and things that they use. Infrasound, incredibly dangerous to animals and people. The sound that you hear isn't even the destructive sound. The really destructive sound is the infrasound. There was this guy who recorded the sound and then extracted the infrasound so you could actually hear it and feel it. So, what can we do? If you believe in the power of the word and the power of the mind, which I do, I watched The Spanish Princess, and in The Spanish Princess there's the recurring scene of her walking through gardens in the Alhambra, and each step she goes, she has this mantra, she has this little compass that she holds in her hand that always points north for her destiny, and she has this mantra: Princess of Spain, future Queen of England, Princess of Spain, future Queen of England, Princess of Spain, future Queen of England. How about if we have a mantra together? I've started this, I don't know, for some reason that scene sort of struck me quite profoundly. And I've been walking here, and each step I take, I have a mantra that I say. I'm walking towards a world of love and compassion. I'm walking towards a world of love and compassion. I'm walking towards a world of love and compassion. I am in a world of love and compassion. I am in a world of love and compassion. I am in a world of love and compassion. Why don't you join me? And when you're out walking, maybe say this mantra with me. I sat here the other day it was quite a rainy, windy day, and I was watching nature. I was watching the cattle in the fields, the storm clouds rolling over, the ravens coming, well, not ravens, they're crows here, flying around. And suddenly, I don't know, this image of a vulture came to me, mopping up the leftover carcasses, being the dustbin men of nature. And it occurred to me how everything is in absolute balance with each other, how the world is really a world of cooperation and not, like Darwin said, a world of survival of the fittest. And then I was contemplating how people say at the root of life is love. And if we are the highest life form on this planet because we're self-conscious, if you think about it, the only reason we exist is because our parents came together in an act of love and created this fertilized egg that then grew into the human being. And the only reason that human being could survive was because it was loved and nourished. And we are one of the species here that needs the longest time of love and nourishment in order to grow up, because our brain is so slow to develop, and we grow so slowly into fully formed adults, And that's when it sort of struck me that yes, everything is at its root based on love. All life is. And if you're hurting when you see what's happening to this world and to the people, then speak out, because every one of us has a voice. And I do believe we can change the world all together, But if we sit there in silence and not speak up, then we've wasted our journey, in my opinion. So don't think you can't change the world. You never know what happens when you start speaking. You never know why you came here. And if you're hearing, I'm here. It's like I'm hearing all the screams all the time. Did it really have to end up like this? Making a ditch? And yet, no matter how hard they cut, no matter how much they seek to destroy, she always finds a way of regrowing. I remember years ago I got so wildly upset. There's a bit round the corner there where they sprayed glyphosates on all the little flowers. The beautiful little flowers that I see here now, the little blue flowers and the little yellow flowers that grow by the side. Look there, like little lights. It's so pretty. It's all wilting right next to a water source. How ignorant can you be? I remember my neighbor did this at our pass past the house and sprayed everywhere. And I was so upset. And he sprayed all the little primroses. And I went back and I dug out all the primroses that he had sprayed, and I went over and I lamented to him. I said, look, this is poisoning the water supply, it's poisoning everything. And I took the primroses, washed them at home and planted them in my garden, and now I have a multitude of primroses where I put them. And the funny thing was that after he sprayed all of that, wasn't long, a few months later, guess what came back with a vigour? That's the dandelions. And they came back stronger than before, and I had to laugh. It's nature fighting back. You know, if you feel compelled, if you're hurting by what's going on, all the injustices, all the stuff that we've created following this one-sided understanding of our nature, of the nature of the world. Even Jesus said, if he ever existed, if he wasn't just a metaphor, a metaphorical character speaking to us through the ages, even he said there's the one thing you can't blaspheme, and that's the spirit. And the spirit is feminine. If you do feel this pain like I do, then speak out wherever you can, because you are not powerless. I forgot to finish the story with the vulture that I was contemplating when I sat in a stormy day here at my walking place. The funny thing was, the next night, because I can't sleep at night and I'll go through all sorts of things, and I was on Instagram, going through videos, and all of a sudden there was this absolutely amazing video of a woman holding a huge, great big eagle. And I looked at her, and her face looked like that of an eagle. You know how sometimes people who have a very great passion for a type of animal, their face actually mirrors that animal? And often you find people that look like bulldogs have bulldogs as their dogs, right? And I go on her channel, and they are a falconry in Germany, and they have vultures. And the next video I click on, not knowing what it is, just little thumbnail there with some bird on, and I click on it, and it's a huge, great big vulture. So how bizarre is that, me sitting there contemplating the nature of this place, thinking of vultures, and then just a few hours later I find this video with a vulture. You see, I do believe we are guided through this life in some very strange way. I just wish I could find this balance in here and not get so overwhelmed by the pain that all this world is causing me. But we are guided here. It has to be guidance, because that wasn't an algorithm. And no, there isn't some kind of an AI in my head that scans what I'm thinking and then presents me that video, because, as I said, I randomly clicked. There was hundreds of videos after I watched the eagle video, and I went onto their Instagram channel, and there was hundreds of videos there, and I just randomly picked one, and it was the vulture. You riddle me that, and I'm sure you have the same experiences in your life. What are they telling you? Keep asking, keep searching, keep following your heart, and keep speaking, because I do believe you can change the world.
You say that maybe you'll be thinking of me and try to love me, pretty little baby. I'm hoping that you do. You can ask the flowers, I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, the really cool birds, pretty little baby. I'm so in love with you. Now it's just the time when both of us are young. Puppy love must have its day. Don't you know it's much more fun to love while the heart is young and gay?